Hey there, welcome, welcome. I want to make sure that you can hear me okay. If you can hear me okay, just say hello or give me a, I don't know, Yahoo or something in the box so that I know that my sound is coming through. It's Kimberly here, and I'm getting lots of hellos and lots of yeses, and I've got some people coming from all over the world, it looks like. Good job, welcome, welcome. Oh, awesome, cool. From Southern California, we've got Australia. We've got people from all over. I got a couple people typing where they're coming from, other people saying hello and welcome, welcome. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm first just going to introduce myself. I'm Kimberly DeVries. I've got Danny here with me as well.
Hey, guys.
And we are so excited to have you here. We're going to be bringing Shane on and introducing him in just a moment. But before then, I want to ask you just a couple of questions. How many of you have picked up BleuPage? How many of you actually have BleuPage? If you'll give me a 1 in the box, that'll give me a good idea so that I kind of know. The mic is hollow. Can we work on that? Okay, if the mic sounds hollow, we're just going to have to deal with it. When Shane comes on, we probably won't be dealing with that so much. But okay, good. I've got a lot of people who've already got BleuPage, and boy, you are into a treat because, you know, as Shane calls this is the yin and the yang. So everything that he's going to talk about today with content and traffic, you've already got the tool, BleuPage, to put all of this to use. So you're really in a great sweet spot to be here today. So with that said, I'm just going to say put your cell phones away, get your ears ready, get your eyes ready, because Shane's going to be showing you some popping, amazing information, some really great results that he has seen. He's actually the expert in content and traffic, 100% automated, and this is how you're going to be able to really rake in the big bucks driving using content and traffic. And incorporating BleuPage as well. So with that said, I'm going to say welcome everyone, and I'm going to turn it right over to Shane, and he's going to do what he does best. Shane?
All right, let's see. So I just turned on my video. Can you guys see me right now? Give me a 1 if you can see me, because I'm really excited. I wanted to make sure that you guys know this is live. This is not pre-recorded. I see so many 1s coming in the chat box right now. I think my computer is almost lagging a little bit. It's ridiculous. I see Greg, Andrew, Mike, Cynthia, Sam, Richard. This is great. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm so excited because I'm actually a BleuPage user myself. Now let me ask you guys a question. Have you guys used BleuPage Pro and BleuPage, the original BleuPage, or is this your first time actually using this? Just tell me, first time, if this is the first time you've ever actually used something like this. Because before, I'll tell you, BleuPage is awesome, and this is why. Anytime I've wanted to automate all of my websites and social media accounts, I've had to use something called IFTTT, and it is an absolute pain in the butt because I have to make a new account for all of my websites. And you know, with BleuPage, I don't need to do that. It's much easier, and I have much more options for websites that I can use. So if you give me a second, I'm going to turn off my camera here, and I'm going to pull up my slides and actually go ahead and get started. So, but do me a favor, okay? Because we're going to cover a lot of stuff today. All right. Somebody said there are options, IFTT, but it is a pain. Exactly. Now, there is a lot of info in this. So do me a favor, please, you know, grab your pen, your paper, take some notes, okay? Because I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of really cool tips that you guys can use to drive a lot of traffic, to automate your business, and to actually make a lot of really good sales and make money. And that's the only reason we're doing this, right? So let me go ahead and I will turn off my camera. Boom. And let me go ahead and share my screen. And can you guys give me a 1 if you can see my screen right now? We already got the lovely welcome. So so somebody said, will this be recorded? Yes, this will be recorded. There's so much info in here that, you know, I can't not record it, right? So there is one thing that you guys have to do. Being here today, you have a job. And you know what that job is? You have to interact with me, okay? The more interactions I can get, the more fun I can have, and the more knowledge I can drop to you guys, because I'm here for you guys, okay? So I'm gonna try to keep this really quick. I'm gonna try to go for an hour today, all right? Because I know you guys are probably busy. So I'll stay as long as I need to after the main presentation, but I want to try to make sure I give you guys the respect of your time and not ramble on, all right? So let me go ahead and I will get started now. Let's see. All right, so my name is Shane Brooks. I live here in Houston, Texas. If there's any other Texans here, give me a howdy, in the chat box. That'd be awesome. And so we're going to be talking about how to drive 103% more traffic to your sites while saving yourself 68% more time. Because at the end of the day, that's why we do this, right? We want to have more time, but actually get more effective work done. And so that is one of the keys for BleuPage, right? BleuPage comes in, and I like to think about BleuPage as the central hub for all of your social media sites and your websites. Does that make sense? So, when you think about managing all those different platforms, let's say you have 100 different websites and social media accounts, you don't want to have to log into all those. That's a pain in the neck. Nobody wants to do that. So definitely start using BleuPage. If you haven't even opened it yet, do me a favor. Don't be that customer that purchases something and never actually ends up using it. All right. I'm going to be talking about how you can open this up and actually use it to the max. I think the BleuPage team might actually send you a message and say, what are you doing? You're pushing our servers to the absolute maximum right now. So now, I do want to say, little disclaimer here, this is a no BS webinar, so make sure to pay attention, okay? I really put a lot of time into this webinar. I respect your time, as I said before, and I really want you guys to succeed, so I'm going to give you guys a cool case study here at the end, and I'm a little bit selfless. I love when people talk about how I stand out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys my personal email, if that's cool. So you guys can send me an email anytime you want and ask questions and just flat out tell me what you think of the webinar. Can you give me a 1 if you got my email? All right. Whoa, that is a lot of 1s all at once. Great. All right. So just for showing up today, I'm going to give you guys something for free, right? That's awesome because you guys are taking your valuable time to come spend it with me. So I'm going to give you a free Make Money Online guide. It's going to go over a bunch of different ways in depth on how you can actually monetize your websites and social media accounts because sometimes it gets a little confusing. What is the best way? What are some different methods that we can do to actually take a worthless website that's getting traffic but not making any money and actually start pumping some sales out of it? So you guys are going to get that for free. Just wait until the end, and I promise I'll give you that, okay? So let's go ahead and keep moving along. So a little bit about Justin Anderson, my best friend, my business partner. He lives about 5 minutes from me. He was actually my personal training client a few years ago. And he was doing this thing called internet marketing. I never understood what it was, and it was pretty cool. He's been doing it for a long time, since 1997. Now, what's cool is in 97 to 2001, he was kind of just dabbling. And then in 2001, he actually started a marketing agency and worked with big companies like Walmart, Citgo, Brinks, multi-billion-dollar companies. But in 2011, he realized it is a lot of work to manage clients. I don't know if you guys are running client-based businesses right now, especially SEO businesses. Google can change one tiny thing and completely tank your business. Your beloved clients then come to you and say, what the heck? What are you doing wrong? Why are you destroying my business? And you're just left there with the mess to try to handle. So in 2011, we were like, we're done with that. And we're going to just start making tools to try to automate this process and make it a little bit easier, so that way we don't have to spend all our time being at Google's mercy. And so that is when we developed something called Humankind Inc. And we are behind major products like 1 hour indexing, 1 hour backlinks, drip feed links, Spinner Bros, trending traffic, a bunch of others. We have over 70,000 customers, so we are definitely a big name in this space. So why can we help you today? Well, in 2008, we hit 1 million visits per month with only 5 blogs. And in 2011, we teamed up with a powerful software developer to innovate using viral traffic. And we have over 60,000 customers using our marketing products and services. That's actually a typo. That should be 70,000. And we've learned through countless hours of testing and thousands of customers on how to succeed online. Now, there's something pretty cool here. When I first started internet marketing, I really didn't understand what it was that Justin did. So I asked him to kind of explain it to me in layman's terms. And he gave me an analogy that will stick with me for the rest of my life. And I highly suggest you guys try to remember this because it really hit home for me. And he said, you know, I take an idea, and let's call this idea seed. And I take that seed and I plant it in dirt. And I give it water, I give it nourishment, everything it needs to start to sprout. And once it does, I set up an automatic sprinkler system, and then I walk away and I start working on planting the next seed. And then eventually I come back and I start picking the fruits of my labor. I'm like, man, that is probably the best analogy I've ever heard. Right now, I'm trading my time for money, which, as you guys know, it sucks, right? You know, if I want to go on vacation, you know, I'm stuck. I'm not making any money if I'm on vacation. So, you know, that was a really cool methodology. And so what you're going to see today is all based around that concept of planting little seeds, setting up an automated system, especially using BleuPage, and then kind of walking away and then coming back and being able to actually pull some profits from it. And so let's go ahead and kind of go over this. What are you guys going to get from today? Well, number one, you're going to get the 3 core lessons to scaling past 100,000 visitors a month. Okay. I'm also going to go extremely in depth with a case study that you can easily replicate and apply. What happened was about 2 years ago, we developed a couple tools and we just built them because we thought they were cool. But one of our users, we found out, was doing this to the absolute max. He was doing some insane things with this that I just couldn't believe. So I reached out to him like month after month after month, trying to understand what it was that he did. And that's some of the stuff that we're going to talk about in that case study. And then finally, we're going to give you a 4-step blueprint that you can apply using BleuPage so that you can drive visitors and actually start to monetize your accounts, whether it's social media accounts or your websites. So let's go ahead and keep moving here. Now, the first time we hooked up this method, we ended up seeing an average of 253 visitors the very first day. That's awesome, right? Absolutely want to see more visitors. And in that very month, we ended up increasing our visitors by 1,752 visitors and increased our revenue by $2,149. So that's pretty nice. An extra $2,000 coming in. I love that. Okay. And so we ended up seeing some massive results, and we're still seeing massive results. As you can see on this date here, January 26th, 2018, I hooked up the method that I'm about to show you guys. And boom, look at that skyrocket in traffic. This is one of our customers that ended up kind of jumping on board with this method. And, you know, another post goes viral in less than 10 hours, 400 visitors. And as you can see, I gave it a little heart face, right? So I love seeing that kind of stuff. Now, here's a couple brand new websites that we hooked up. You know, as you can see, this is a brand new website, only 3 days old. You know, I hooked up this method and bam, massive increase in traffic. Another 3-day-old site, Bitcoin Craze. As you guys can see here, this is a $1 domain. Very, very easy. Very, very cheap. It's a single $1. We hooked up this method, boom, skyrocketing traffic. And these are steadily increasing as well. And so somebody using this method in one of our Facebook groups ended up setting this method up, and in only 5 days started making a JVZoo sale. So let me ask you guys, how many of you guys are doing affiliate marketing right now, like promoting JVZoo offers? Just give me a 1 if you guys are promoting JVZoo offers, if you're making commission off of that, and give me a 2 if that's something that you would like to start doing. So Gary says ClickBank. Andrew says 1. Wow, a lot of 2s. This is great. Somebody says, Teresa says lead gen. Somebody says Shopify. Okay, great. Well, you guys are going to love this. All right. So we'll keep going and moving along here. Now, as you can see here, this is another one of our users, steady increase of traffic, and his affiliate report in JVZoo, he's making anywhere from $10 up to $200 a day, basically. So, you know, basically this method will work for anything, whether it's JVZoo, Shopify, whatever it is. You're going to be able to get 7 different ways to monetize this traffic. We're going to go to that in a little bit. Now, I actually built a very basic website called celebs.cool. Once again, single $1 domain. Look at that, 247 email opt-ins in 1 single month. Brand new website. I literally just built it, stepped away, and I came back and I had 247 people opt in. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't have a call to action, nothing. There was just a little opt-in box on the side of the screen, which is pretty crazy. So, and as you can see here, here's 3 different blogs that we have that average about 20,000 plus visitors per month. So we got 25,000, 35,000, 20,000. So definitely sending a lot of traffic. What do you mean by a dollar domain? What I mean is I paid a single dollar for the domain. So I went to like GoDaddy or Namecheap. I paid $1 for a very cheap domain. And you'll see in a little bit, you can easily 10x your domains and how you basically monetize them with this method. So we also ended up seeing in 10 extra leads and 2 sales per month, which equated to $15,000 in a single month with one of our affiliate marketing sites. So that was a lot of money. We were very, very happy with that. And so I want to cover one thing, and I want you guys to write this down. Okay, I'm sure you've heard this before, but I want you guys to remember when talking about business, we want to try to accomplish the most while doing the least. And in terms of business, it just means maximizing our ROI with as little effort as possible. Can we all agree efficiency is what we want to try to master, right? If you look at any big business, they're always trying to find more efficient ways to drive traffic. That's why you bought BleuPage, because it's a more efficient way to manage all of your social media accounts, correct? So I'm going to go over the 3 core lessons. This is going to be about 20 minutes of the webinar. So this is where you need to actually get your pen and paper and start taking some notes, okay? So number 1 is the secret sauce. Number 2 is the lazy method. This is the method that I learned from our customer, where I tried to dig into his business and understand how this guy was making so much money. In the month of October, he made $77,000, and we're going to dig into his business very thoroughly and break down what it is that he's doing. So, and then finally, we're going to go over the success multiplier. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with number 1, the secret sauce. What is that? Well, the first thing we need to determine when we're talking about building a brand new website and talking about organic or building an organic business, what is more important? Do we want to focus on traffic, or do we want to focus on conversions? Where should we put our time initially? Just go ahead and let me know in the traffic. You can give me a 1 for traffic, a 2 for conversions if it's easier. But yeah, let me know. I want to see where everybody's at. So I see traffic, conversions, traffic, conversion, traffic, 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 conversions, both. Okay, great. Wow, I see a lot of different diverse answers coming in. So I'm going to tell you flat out, if you're going to try to build an organic business, we first need to talk about traffic. And here's why. Okay, because this might be contrary to what you might have heard, but think about it like this. Okay, if I own a restaurant, okay, because my family's owned a couple restaurants. If I own a restaurant, I could have the best food in sight. You know, the second that they taste my food, they're going to just say, take my money, right? But here's the problem. If nobody is walking in the door, does it matter how good the food is? No. So we need to get people coming in the door, and then we can maximize how we end up converting them, right? So we need to get people in the door first so that we can focus on how we're going to convert those people. And so that's what we're going to focus on today, is different methodologies to drive a lot of traffic using BleuPage. So let's go ahead and start with this. I want you to write this down, even though it seems really simple. What to consider when getting traffic. Number 1, it needs to be simple. Okay. So why should it be simple? Because if it's too complicated, you're not even going to do it, right? If it's too expensive, you're definitely not going to do it. And if it's not effective, it's not even worth your time, correct? So it needs to be simple, it needs to be cheap, and it needs to be effective. Okay. So the 4 top traffic sources that we've done over the years. Number 1, SEO with long tail keywords. Number 2, paid advertising. Number 3, social sharing. And number 4, content marketing. So we're going to go over the pros and cons of each. I'm not saying that you need to do one and not the other, but I'm going to tell you where we should start when we're first getting started. So number 1, SEO with long tail keywords. So this is fairly cheap, actually very cheap. But it's very time consuming to do all the keyword research. You know, this is probably my least favorite thing. Even though I have a lot of tools in SEO space, I hate doing keyword research personally. Then we get into paid advertising, and you know, this is very simple. We simply fund our account, we create an ad, we bid on keywords, and it will begin to get traffic within minutes. But the problem is the traffic comes to a halt once you stop paying, and you can lose a lot of money if your ads are not properly optimized to your target audience. And most people end up with a negative ROI the first time they tried paid ads until they can get the hang of it. I'm actually running some ads right now trying to get these things to convert. So if you're brand new, you don't have much money to gamble on, you know, trying to get traffic, this is probably not really where you want to spend your time, because this takes a little bit of time to master. So I'm still trying to master it. Social sharing. And the pro of this is you can increase your traffic considerably by taking advantage of social platforms like Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. That's why you guys bought BleuPage. And you create something new, you share it with your friends, they in turn share it with their friends, either on the social platforms or the share buttons on your website. Now, the problem with this is just because you built a Facebook page, for example, that doesn't mean that you have people that have liked the page already. So to actually get a customer base or a community, you have to sometimes pay a little bit to build up that audience. And so that can take a little bit of time. And the other problem is, and this is why you have BleuPage, is if you have, let's say, 10 websites and 4 social media accounts for each, that means it's like managing 50 different platforms. That sucks. So that's why BleuPage is awesome. I'm gonna dig into that in a little bit. And then finally, we're going to talk about content marketing, and that is where we're going to focus our time today. Why? Because the more content you publish, the more traffic you're going to get. So there's something called quality metrics that Google looks at. And quality metrics, if you don't know what that is, it's basically time on site. Somebody lands on your site, they're like, man, I love this article. It's a funny cat video, whatever it is. And then they click on another article, and that's click-through rate. So time on site, click-through rate, and then finally is social shares, when they say, man, I love this so much that I'm going to share this with my friends. And by simply focusing on trying to get more click-through, more time on site, and more social shares, you will actually increase your SEO over time. So you could take a website that, isn't even indexed in Google, Google's not showing it any love, and you start pumping out quality content, and you will start to get traffic. And so that is kind of what we're doing here. It's a traffic snowball. You publish content, it will increase your SEO, increase your social sharing, and build your social presence. And so what to consider with content: number one, needs to be cost effective. If it's too expensive, you're not going to do it because it's not going to directly make you money. Number two, it needs to be time effective. If you're spending all of your time to do this, then guess what? It's probably just not going to be efficient, right? And then finally is high quality. If it's not high quality, then it's not worth your time, and it's definitely not worth your money. Can we all agree on that? So when we talk about quality, we need to look at relevancy, we need to look at uniqueness, and we need to look at, making it popular. And that's a big thing, making it popular. I don't know if you guys have ever wrote an article before and published it, and you're like, man, this is going to bring a ton of traffic, and then nobody ends up coming to your site. It sucks. I've been there. I think a lot of people have been there. So where do we start? Well, number one is you can write all your own content, which is great. It's going to have your own message. But the problem is it can take a lot of time to write that content, especially if you're like me. I absolutely hate writing. Give me a 1 if you love writing, and a 2 if you would love to find a better way to pump out content, because I am definitely a 1 all day. So I see 2s, 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 1s. I see somebody, Mike said 1,000,000 2s with exclamation points. And so, yeah, I want to try to find a more efficient way, because I can still write articles, but at the amount that I need to pump out these articles, it's just not efficient, like I talked about. And so finally, I could hire a copywriter. Now, this can range anywhere from like $4 an hour on Upwork. So you go to upwork.com, you can pay like $4 an hour. The article might not be very good, or you can pay up to like $75 an article. We've actually paid about $15,000 for articles in the past. So it's something called guest posting. We can, get a lot of traffic from that, but it gets a little pricey. So, and that's where we're kind of coming in here. When you hire somebody, it's very, very high quality, typically, but it can get a little bit pricey. So if this is your first time, you're just trying to get some traffic, this might not be the good starting point, right? So things to consider when talking about content marketing. Number one, we want to publish articles that induce awe, laughter, surprise, sadness, and other emotions that drive people to share something with their friends. That is what we talked about with those quality metrics, right? Trying to get more time on site, trying to engage with our audience, right? Next, articles should be fun, interesting, unusual, stupid, or even outrageous or controversial. I've been seeing a ton of this on social media here with like politics and whatnot, and then finally, they should be relevant to your audience or niche, right? So what's some things to look at here? Have you ever heard of a site called Viral Nova? I'm sure you have. Very popular site, 3.5 million visitors in a single month. Pretty crazy. Upworthy.com, 8.8 million visitors, time on site of almost a minute. Mashable.com, I spend a lot of my time here. I love this site. 57.3 million visitors in a single month, average time on site 4 minutes. That's crazy. HuffingtonPost.com, 224.8 million visitors. That's ridiculous. Imagine what you could do with just a fraction of that traffic. That's just insane. And then finally is the small up and coming dog here, BuzzFeed.com, coming in at a whopping 237.5 million visitors, average time on site 3 minutes, and a bounce rate of 43%. So my question is, what is similar between all of these sites? Why are they able to drive so much traffic? Go ahead and let me know in the chat box. Why are they able to drive so much traffic to their sites? Take a second here. So Robert says viral. Ricardo says great headlines, nuts, interesting content, tons of diverse content. You guys are all on the same page. I think we got a lot of smart cookies here. So Sam says quality content. Exactly. You guys are all right. You're hitting the button. So it is viral content marketing. We've been hearing this a lot, especially in the JVZoo space. You know, viral content marketing requires the least amount of work, time, and money, which makes a huge difference. You just publish a viral article and your traffic snowballs from there. Why? Why does it snowball? I kind of told you a little bit before, and it's because of those quality metrics, right? The more viral content you put out, the more people are going to engage with your content, share your content, spend time on your site. That's why Mashable has really increased. So you could make a brand new website, literally like a single dollar domain, and then, you know, publish viral articles. And then within the mix of like 3 months, you're already getting traffic from Google just by publishing content and not even really messing with SEO. And so it literally explodes your social sharing. You know, people are sharing these articles all the time. I know I do. And it's the easiest and fastest way to get a huge amount of relevant traffic within short periods of time. As you can see here, I mean, this single article posted from nakedwines.com, 600 engagements. That's ridiculous. And 166 comments, 354 shares. That is what we could all hope for, correct? I think we would all love to have social media pages that are getting that much engagement. And so that's what I like to try to shoot for. Because here's the thing. I don't know if, give me a 1 in the chat box if you guys have WordPress websites right now. Just give me a 1. What's interesting is when you first build your websites, okay, one of the things that I notice is, like I said, Google shows you no love. Google is, it's a love-hate relationship with me and Google. I'll be honest. And that's why I'm always trying to find more effective ways around it. And so when you start to focus on building that new site, about 90% of your traffic is going to come from social media. Okay, the more traffic you can get from social media, the more your SEO will start to increase. It's going to be a slow trickle effect, but that's why you guys need to use BleuPage. So once again, you bought BleuPage, please do me a favor, open it up, start using it. We're going to dig into that in a little bit, but it is awesome. I'm a huge component of BleuPage. If you actually saw the sales page, I'm on the sales page talking about how much I love BleuPage. So Ricardo says love-hate relationship with Google. Yeah, when they tank my websites and I lose all my profit, they're not my friend anymore. Let's be honest. So, you know, why are these sites able to do this? It's not because they're writing all their content. It's not because they're paying someone to write their content. It's because they're doing something called content curation. It just means basically kind of, you know, content curation does not include creating new content. It's the act of discovering, compiling, and sharing existing content with your online followers. It's essentially a filter that pulls together the most important bits. I want you to think about, you know, those gold miners that would dig through dirt trying to find those golden nuggets, right? And so I want you to think about it like this. So you had 2 identical articles. One was extremely long and the other one was more of the summed up bits and it was much shorter. Which one do you think that your visitors would want to share and engage with and spend more time on? Article 1 or Article 2? Gerald says he has no sound. Gerald, try to refresh your browser maybe, or sign out and sign back in. So everybody's saying Article 2, right? So definitely, right? Because our attention span, a lot of us are, we're like sneaking out of work real quick, reading a little article and then going back to work, right? So we need to actually make our articles, digestible. And that's one of the cool things about content curation as well, is because it really pulls together the most important bits. You don't really tend to have these very long, lengthy articles. And so while all these other people are paying money to write content, writing content themselves, what we do is we just sit back and we wait for viral articles to happen, and we share that with our actual audience. Why? Because we're looking for those quality metrics. We're trying to get more engagement where we can actually really start to increase our traffic considerably. And so our shortcut to success: no more spending hours and hours writing content. No more spending thousands of dollars on writers, and no more publishing content that people may not even want to see. Like I said, we've all written articles before and got no traffic. So what we did a few years ago, here's our little secret sauce, is we started using a tool called Trending Traffic, where you can find the most viral articles based on keywords, and you can post articles to your website in literally seconds or go on full autopilot. Now, our top user that I'm going to be talking about here in a little bit, he's auto posting 36,000 articles every 60 days. Now, I just want you to let that sink in for a second. 36,000 articles every 60 days. That's ridiculous. And that's why he's getting almost 900,000 visitors every month, and he's banking ridiculous amounts of profits. And that's where we're going to dig into his business. Now, you can actually choose from a database of over 604,794 viral articles. That's actually a calculation I did yesterday, and it's growing by the hundreds daily. So what we're doing is we're scanning all the most viral websites like Mashable, Viral Nova, all these other ones, and then we're looking at how many Facebook shares does it have, how many Facebook likes, Pinterest, LinkedIn. And if it's doing really, really well, then we add it to our database. So this database literally never stops growing. It gets bigger every single day. It's ridiculous. And you can schedule an unlimited amount of posts across anywhere from 1 to 100 websites. There's not many people in the JVZoo space that will be able to offer something like that because their servers wouldn't be able to handle it. And so what does trending traffic do? I kind of explained it. We just score the digital web for the most powerful ideas around a topic and bring them together for an audience and provide our value by becoming the collector, bringing the ideas that our audience desperately want to see but can or don't want to find it on their own. As you guys know, content curation is where it's at, but the content needs to be unique. And that's something that we're going to touch on here in a second. So the content needs to be unique. And so what we did was hired a full team of PhDs, spent 11 months of work, $60,000 to develop something called Spinner Bros. Now what happens is Spinner Bros hooks into trending traffic and will auto spin all of that content so that it's perfectly unique and we don't get slapped with any kind of penalties or anything like that from Google. Now, what does this mean? We just automate all of our viral content. We automate our spinning. We just automate all of our traffic. We basically just set it up and forget it, planting that seed and walking away. Now, remember I told you guys that I've reached out to our top customer and tried to figure out what he was doing to get such big success. I mean, the guy's making ridiculous amounts of money. And that's what we're going to go into now. He likes to call it the lazy method, which is kind of funny because you would look at what he's doing and think, man, this is not lazy at all. But he sent me the quote of Bill Gates, which is, I would choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person would find an easy way to do it. So here is the next piece. And I want you guys to make sure you're taking notes. So we got the secret sauce. I want you guys to start utilizing content curation. Whatever avenue you do it, start utilizing that. It helps a ton. Okay. Now there's 3 major practices that we do and that, this customer does to really scale out his business and automate it. So number 1 is systematization, delegation, and automation. And so we're going to go through that real quick. Now, here's an example of systematization. When you guys build a website and you guys want to, actually get that first website up and running, it typically can take you a couple hours, or sometimes people never even end up getting it done. I'm going to give you a little tip. If you want to build a really good viral website, don't do it yourself. Just go to Upwork, pay somebody like $4 an hour, have it built for like 15 bucks. Okay. Just give them something to look at. I'll give you guys some examples to look at. And our websites cost about 15 bucks. And then once we build it, what we do is we delegate that work and we just start cloning. I don't know if you guys know what website cloning is, but once we build a website that works, it takes us about 5 minutes, and I can basically just clone website after website after website, and I can have up to 100 websites in a couple hours. So it's pretty crazy how it works. And then finally, we use tools like IFTTT or BleuPage. BleuPage is a million times better. If you have BleuPage, don't use IFTTT. It's not even in the same category. So finally, and this is the biggest thing right here. This is the major tip that we're going to go over. And this is the success multiplier. Now, what is that? When we first started online, we were trying to build authority websites. Now, to build an authority website, we would pay a ton of money, like I said, to have high quality content produced. So we would pay anywhere from a couple $1,000s a month on content writers. And so we would pay all this money. We would do everything we could to make this perfect in Google's eyes. And then boom, we'd get slapped with like a penalty, and our website traffic and the amount of money we were making would literally plummet. It sucked. It was the worst thing ever. And so what our user was doing, which was really interesting, is he was doing something called scaling out. So instead of trying to build up an authority website where you're spending a lot of money, you're spending a lot of time, he just builds out a ton of sites that are just automated. And like, let's use an example of, let's say 50 visitors a day. Okay. If you had 100 websites and you had 50 visitors a day, that's 5,000 visitors a day. That's a lot. And if you bought all those domains for $1, that's $100. And I guarantee you can 10x your profit on that. Almost all of our customers are. And I'll be going into that in a little bit. So here is actually that customer kind of explaining it. I'm going to simplify kind of what he was saying before we kind of dig into his business a little bit. But he basically said, like Justin said, building an authority site can take a lot of time for what? Like 2,000 visitors a day. He goes, even if I only had 20 visitors a day across 95 websites, what I do is I drive about 2,000 visitors. I make a website that lists JV Zoo offers, and then I point all of those websites, kind of like a PBN, but more viral, at that money site. So while you have $100 worth of sites, which is like nothing, and you point all of those sites that are now driving traffic using BleuPage and viral content, you point all that towards money sites. And that's what we're going to go into. And so I'm going to show you this a little bit. This is some of his screenshots. So he had 900,000 visitors in October. He made $48,000 in a single month, as you can see here. Now, you might be wondering, does he get traffic from Google? How much of this is actually coming from Google? Because like we said, that's pretty challenging. Well, you can see here he did a bulk post, and in only 9 hours, got a sale from Argentina on a JV Zoo product called Sindvid. This is just a Facebook chat that he sent to me. I harassed this guy a ton trying to find out all the cool little tips that he's doing with this. It's crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into his business. So can you guys do me a favor and let me know if you received this link? I want everybody to open this up, and we're going to go through this together. Okay, so go ahead and send to all. Go ahead and open that up and let me know if it works for you, okay? Just give me a 1 if it's working. Lloyd says, will there be a replay? Yes, there will be a replay. Opening it up here. All right, so everybody go over to that tab, and what we're going to do is we're going to break down what he is doing, okay? All right, so I see a lot of 1s coming in. I'll wait for everybody to open this up because it's important. Why not do what this guy is doing, right? The guy is seeing some insane revenue. So I see a lot of 1s, Jacqueline, Dwayne, Mickey, Alan, Mel. Everybody open up this link. I'll send it again if I need to. So it looks like everybody's got it open. Great. Excellent. So I'm going to read a little testimonial that he sent over, and then I'm going to dig through his business with you guys. I want you guys to ask questions, okay? The more questions you ask, so it looks like a couple people didn't get it. I'll just send it again, okay? There we go. And I want you guys to ask questions because the more you have me here, you guys can ask questions I can show you. So he said, it's all thanks to my blogs, but also social accounts and good offers. The honest truth is thanks to Justin's tools, I started with bullet viral traffic, which is like trending traffic 1.0, and moved to trending traffic. I went from a regular job to a full-time affiliate marketer lifestyle. I've gone from 10 websites to over 100 news blogs. A little update, he's actually got, I think, like 250 blogs now. all on autopilot with 0 time spent on content generation. The possibility of having good quality, viral, shareable content on autopilot has changed my life. I work less and make more. In 2 years, I've gone from renting an apartment to traveling around the world. My time on the road with my laptop has made up 60% of my time. I bought 3 houses in 3 countries and basically do what I want, where I want, and when I want. Could anybody ask for more? And the best part is I make about 200, and this is what I want you to listen to. I make about $200 to $1,000 USD in affiliate commissions, JVZoo commissions, thanks to my sites. My best day was $5,400 in affiliate commissions in a single day. He said my affiliate marketing started with 84 sites added in trending traffic on complete autopilot with 0 time spent on content. I now have 225 self-hosted blogs, 304 free blogger blogs, and the content from bloggers auto-shared on the 6 social networks. That's where BleuPage comes in. That's the middleman, such as Tumblr, Instapaper, Delicious, and I have an average of 4,900 daily subscribers to my 204 FeedBurner RSS feeds, 92 Facebook fan pages, 78 Twitter accounts, 32 linked accounts, all sending traffic to my original 141 blogs. That's nuts, okay? So we're going to be going into his business a little bit. Now, here's his trending traffic accounts, as you can see here, okay? So these are a little bit old, but as you can see, look at where it says total published posts. Can you guys see that? So he's got 2 accounts here because he's trying to scale up with 200 blogs. But every 60 days, he's posting over 30,000 articles. That's ridiculous. That's insane. I could never write that many articles. And his websites are here to prove it, right? So 35,000 visitors in a month, 8,000, 3,000, 4,000. I really had to pull his arm to get all these screenshots, by the way. 12,000, 23,000, 9,000, 7,000, 12,000, 15,000, 10,000, 25,000, 35,000. Here's some other ones, 15, 20, 8, 20,000. Yeah, I mean, just the amount of content, or I'm sorry, the amount of traffic he's getting to his sites is just insane, right? So now here's one other piece. This is a recent update that he gave us. Who does he use for hosting? So, hey, Leonard, let me give you guys my website again. If you guys have any questions, just email me, and I can actually go ask him what hosting he's using, because he's got a really good one that he loves. I've actually never heard of it until he told me about it. So send to all. There you go. There's my email. Oh, my goodness. Andrew's here. Hey, guys, oh, my goodness. The guy that we're talking about is actually here now. So he's actually on the call with us, which is pretty exciting. So that's pretty funny. So in the month of October, I made a gross of $77,420 from my trending traffic blogs. One of the ways I was able to accomplish this is by working with 3 publishing companies, 2 in the US, 1 in the UK. Since my sites are getting so much diverse traffic each day, these companies are willing to pay very generous to post onto my websites. If you've ever heard of guest posting, that's what that is. And so now this deal is only something recent that I added to my revenue stream. And this is important. I don't want you to think that this came overnight. Just like buying real estate property, it takes time for your assets to grow to the point that they become extremely valuable to other people. So hopefully you guys understand that. I don't want you to think you start this method and boom, you're making, $50,000 a month. That, it's just, let's be realistic. I think getting to an extra 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a month is where we should shoot for, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and dig through a couple of his sites here. Okay. Like Andrew said, like I said, Andrew's actually on the call right now. He's actually in the comments. So he said it actually took him almost 2 years to build up to the point that he got guest posting. So very inspiring, Andrew. Thank you for being on the call. It's pretty cool to have you here, buddy. That's pretty awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into his sites. So remember, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I want you guys to ask, and Andrew said, thank you, Kimberly. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up one of his sites and we're going to look through some of the ways that he's monetizing these sites. And I want you guys to ask questions, okay? This is important. This is probably the most important part of the call right now, okay? So let's open up one of his sites. And before we do that, I want you to go down here and I want you to look at these domains, okay? Videotutorials.pw, moonpixlar.pw. Do these look like expensive domains? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you think that these are extremely expensive domains. Of course not. Don't even write a 1. That's ridiculous. These are extremely cheap. These are like $1 a piece. Andrew, how much are you paying for these domains? He's actually on the call, so I can ask him. So Andrew said he's paying 76 cents per domain. That's crazy, okay? He's only paying 76 cents. Think about it. If I was to build up a site, drive traffic, and then be able to make money off of it, and then go sell it on Flippa for even $100, I don't know why you would sell if it's making you money, but I mean, it'd be 10x your profit, 100 times your profit. Where do we get them from, Andrew? Hey, Andrew, where do you get your domains from? Good question, actually. Andrew says, LOL. So I'll let Andrew answer that. Where do you, he said I'm a reseller. So Andrew, if you want to type it in where to grab those, I can actually post that to everybody else. So let's go ahead and we'll dig through some of these sites. All right. Can you guys see my screen right now? I'm on one of his websites here. Just give me a 1 if you guys can see this site. Andrew says, go to Namecheap. It's the same. It's very cheap. Okay. Okay, great. And Andrew, where are you hosting from as well? Okay, so I see a lot of 1s coming in. Great. So a couple of things I want you guys to remember. Do you remember we talked about quality metrics and one of those pieces being social shares? I can't stress this enough. If you guys build a website, seriously, please do yourself a favor and add these social buttons here, okay? This way you can start to get more traffic when people like stuff, okay? So that's number 1. I want you to write that down. Make sure you put social share buttons on your site, okay? So make sure you write that down. Number 2, okay? I want you to kind of scroll down here, and you guys see this right here? What does that say? It says JVZoo. So all of his websites, 200 plus websites, are all pointing towards JVZoo offers listed down here on the side. So, you know, they go on Facebook, they see a funny cat video or, you know, a movie trailer here. They come over to the website and then they see some cool offers over here. And he ends up getting sales directly off of this. So that's number 2. So number 1, put social share buttons on your site. Number 2, start listing offers here on the side. Okay, so hopefully you're all on the same page here. And then finally, and this is probably the most important, I didn't even realize why Andrew was doing this until, you know, once again, he was generous enough to put up with me asking so many questions. So where is he getting the content, the post? Robert, we'll actually talk about that here in a second. He's actually using trending traffic, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But guys, do you see this here? Viral images, free ebooks, and PLR offers. So I was actually pretty interested. I didn't understand why he did this. Have you guys ever heard of a lead magnet? Just give me a 2 in the chat box if you guys have heard of a lead magnet and know what it is. Okay, I see a lot of 2s. Like I said, we got smart cookies on the call. I know you guys know what this is. So basically what he's doing is he's giving free value, because at the end of the day, when people download something like a free PLR or a free ebook, you know, they come back to him and they say, wow, this was really good. You know, I was wondering, do you have any other tools that would kind of make this a little bit easier to kind of like grow my business? And so then he recommends, once again, his JVZoo offers. Are we all on the same page here? So he has lead magnets. Exactly. Sam said it. Lead magnet, the tripwire. He's got his lead magnets here. He's got his tripwires over here. And then finally, and this is really sneaky, Andrew, seriously, this is awesome. I love this. So he put something here that all of his sites have. It's called latest software. Okay, so when I click on this and I go over, I go to a site that looks exactly identical. See, I already know that video is going to start. So it goes to a site that looks exactly identical, and he's got a giant list of JVZoo offers. Does that make sense? Everybody on the same page here? You guys following along? Do you have any questions so far? Ask questions if you need to. Do you need to see anything? So if you don't, and you kind of understand the concept, how he's building out all these social sites that are driving traffic and then pointing them to lead magnets and tripwires. Does that make sense? Everybody's with me now? Do you guys mind if I jump over to trending traffic and show you how this works? Just give me a 2 if you're okay for me to jump over to trending traffic. If not, I can sit here and I can keep explaining. So everybody's saying 2, 2, 2. Excellent. Okay, great. So I will go ahead and jump inside trending traffic. So I'm inside of trending traffic now. This is a new, so somebody asked about hosting. So if you guys have any questions about hosting, just do me a favor, send me that email. I'll give you my email once again. There you go. All right. So let's go ahead and keep going. So this is a new site that I set up now, a new account I set up. Now I have an agency package, so I can have up to 100 accounts. I have 4,000 articles being posted every 60 days. I don't write that much, so don't think that's me writing that. And then over here, you can see our filter options. Hopefully you guys can see this. So what I can do is I can click all, and I can actually look at the data sources that we're scanning every single day and pulling content from. So I can look at BBC, ClickHole, Crack, Daily Dot, Elite Daily, Huffington Post. We talked about Huffington Post, how much traffic they were getting, Mashable. So we can see all our viral posts, and we can actually click on this. So maybe I only want the daily best, and click search. And so now I'm only going to get content directly from this source, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to stay as most viral as I can. So I'm going to uncheck that, click share. Now I can also click this, and I can look at how many Facebook shares does this have. Holy cow, over 1 million shares on this single article right here. So I can actually pull up this article, and I can actually expand it to make it look a little bit better. And so that is a solid article. It's got awesome pictures. It's got content in there. This is great. So I've actually already posted this to my website. So let me find one that I haven't posted that is doing really well. So I haven't posted this one here. So as you can see, got a lot of content here. Do you guys remember we talked about that spinner? So somebody says, is it attributed? Yes, the read more, it's actually attributed down here. Good question, very good question. Do you have an affiliate link for trending traffic? We do, Dwayne. So I can set you up with that as well. So let me go ahead, and I'm gonna scroll through here real quick. So I got my article, now I'm gonna hook up my spinner. So I got my spinner here, I'm gonna click spin. Now give it a second, and what it's going to do is it's going to actually rewrite all of this content to actually make it more unique for Google. And so this is not a must, but it's a best practice if you don't want to have any Google issues. So give it a second. There's a lot of content in here, and then I'll read it to you guys. So it says, you might be dissatisfied with your life, not enough fun, unfulfilling task, meandering relationship. Perhaps you spend too much of the day online arguing with politics with strangers. It sounds pretty good. Now, if you do want to actually edit this, what I would suggest is just download Grammarly, their little extension. As you can see here, it found a couple mistakes. I can just hover over it, and boom, and I can just fix the article if you have some pet peeves. So you can come through here and fix some of your content. Okay, is not in discussion. Are you not adding? So Richard said he's asking about spinning and how it correlates with this concept. Can you use other spinners? Yes, you can. So I actually personally don't use spinning all the time. I don't think that you absolutely need to. But if you wanted to sleep good at night, knowing that your content is more unique than it was originally, then you can do spinning. If you have other spinners, you can use that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and post this to my site real quick. So uncategorized, I'm going to choose the day and the time. And then I'm going to click post, and boom, it's done. Okay, that's how easy it is to find content. So I'm going to type in Bitcoin because that's something that's going very viral. Okay, we got a couple questions in here. Spinning is not. Let's see. Does Grammarly automatically correct content? It doesn't automatically correct content, but what you can. I don't know about the pro version. I have the free one, so I just hover over the content and click it if you need to. Do we need to spin if we attribute? Like I said, you don't need to spin. Okay, you don't need to spin. We just offer that as a, if you're worried about it, you can spin the content. I don't spin it. I don't really spin any of my content, but that's there if you need it. Okay, we spent 11 months building that spinner. So now to add the spinner, this is one of the things that I really like about this is you just grab the API and you just slide this little bar here, high readable, high uniqueness. I'm going to put it right there. Click save. I'm done. Now, if you have Word AI, Spin Rewriter, Spinner Chief, the best spinner, you can actually just set that up there. So somebody asks, how does this correlate with BleuPage? We're going to talk about that here in a second. So let me go back over and I'll look at Bitcoin. And so let me go ahead and find some cool Bitcoin articles. So let's see. This one looks pretty nice. Well, actually, Ethereum and Ripple, Bitcoin. Here we go. So solid article. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post this on a Bitcoin website that I got for $1. I'll post this to uncategorized or WTF at the time of the day. And this time I won't spin it, click post, and I'm done. Now, you might ask, how is Andrew able, show them how you can monetize the attribution link. Good point, Andrew. We'll talk about that here in a second. This looks like US-based type product. What about if we curate from more local source like Spain? So we'll talk about that here in a second. So let me go ahead and show you how to set up your website. So just like BleuPage is the central hub for all of your sites with managing, posting and other things like that, think of trending traffic as the central hub for all of your content. Okay, so all I need to do is I come over here, I add my admin details, and boom, I'm done. So I never actually need to log in to any of my websites. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to auto post jobs. I'll set up some auto posting. So maybe I want to talk about like dogs because, I love dogs, but I don't want Trump in there. Maybe I don't want Snoop Dogg, Double OG, if you know who that is. Maybe I don't want anything inappropriate in there. I can filter the sources. Maybe I don't like BBC, Fox News, stuff like this. I can choose the site. So I will post the viral dog spot, which is one of my sites. I'll go to the doggy blog. I'm going to post 3 posts a day. Last 30 days, cite the source. I can turn on the spinner. I'll say the top 10 of the most viral content, and I'll click save, and I'm done. Very, very simple. Okay, so now I have 3 articles a day going out about dogs, not talking anything about Donald Trump, Snoop Dogg, or Doggy Style. Sorry for being inappropriate, but it's happened. So I'm going to post that content, and I'm done. Now, somebody said, can you post article to specific domain page, not homepage? Yes. So you just post to category. So you just set it up, and I'll actually show you that. So let's go ahead and check out a couple sites. So here is a site called Viral Plexus. I have a business section, technology section, health, celebrity, new software, funny videos. And as you can see here, I'm just, posting little cute stuff like this. Here's Jon Stewart, another great article. That's pretty awesome, actually. Pretty good article. It's even got a video in it. So pretty great. Now, let's check out viralnews.click. Here's another great one. We actually have a lot of email opt-ins on this page. Go ahead and check out this one. What's your WordPress theme? So one thing I want you guys to remember when it comes to the WordPress theme is Andrew is using a free theme. Okay, he's not using anything fancy. So Andrew, can you, if you're comfortable with it, can you let me know the theme that you're actually using? Now I'm actually going to provide you guys with themes if you guys do want to take advantage of this, but we'll go ahead and keep going. Now, how does this actually work with BleuPage? You might be wondering. So I've set up my content to go to my website, right? But what about all of my social media accounts, correct? Are you guys wondering that? Hopefully you guys are all wondering that, right? How does that integrate with BleuPage? So what I'm going to do is I've set up all of my social media accounts, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Pinterest, my ClickFace, my whatever. And so I got all my social media sites set up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Content Fetcher. Okay, so you guys probably want to pay attention to this if you haven't used it yet. So I'm going to go into Content Fetcher. And so give it a second. I will type the feed of the domain that I want to pull from. Or I can add a new queue. So I can add a new blog. I've already added a blog. So let's go into all queues. So as you can see, I've pulled from the Viral Plexus feed. If you want to find your feed, all you got to do, sorry, this might be basic for some people, but I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. I just click Viral Plexus /feed. Okay. So I'll give you guys this and you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So send all. So anytime you want to grab a feed in BleuPage to automate your social media posting from WordPress, you just set up your URL here and then you create a queue. So I've set up my site. I'm going to create a new queue here. So let's see, create a new queue. And what I'll do is name this test. We'll do Facebook for this example. Actually, sorry, I don't want to do my page. I want to do Viral Plexus. Okay. And I'm going to choose Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, something that they really did that was awesome. So we just add the word feed to the URL. Yeah, you can add the word feed or RSS. So it will be like this. /feed or /RSS, okay? And you can get a lot of feeds directly like that, okay? So I've set up my Viral Plexus site. I've set up what days I want it to go out. And I'm going to say I want it to go out 3 times a day. I'm going to say 9 a.m. We'll say, let's see, 12, because people are reading stuff at lunchtime. And then we'll say 3 p.m., you know, the final workday hustle, right? So save configuration, and I'm done. All right. So anybody have any questions so far? Because we still got a little bit more training to go through here. So any questions at all? Because I don't want to go too fast. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So we can add word fence to the URL. I'm sorry, word feed to the URL. Yes. Anybody have any questions? Just type away. I'm here for you guys. If you want to see some other things about BleuPage, since I'm a user, I can show you directly. So is every supporting blog have niche, special niche? Keep peaching, bro. Thank you, Mike. Sorry, missed this. Is trending traffic included in BleuPage? It is not included, but that's why the training is so good, is because, you know, I actually use it for trending traffic. So I'm going to show you guys how I automate everything. So you mean, so we are all on same BleuPage, not sure where to find feeds. So we've got 3 questions here. So I'm going to start with number 1. Where do we find feeds? Anytime you go to your website. Let's take gossipgirls.xyz. Can you guys see my screen here? Hope you can. I'm just going to take /feed. Okay. And boom, you'll see something that looks like this. It just looks like a bunch of gibberish. Do supporting blogs have niche or just generalized info? So supporting blogs. I'm not sure what you mean by supporting blogs, but what we try to go after is we try to go after the most viral content. Now, why? Because that's what's driving traffic, right? So, you know, if you're trying to find an article on the benefits of healing crystals, I've never seen that on a viral post on Facebook, you know? So, okay, so want to do only local add a line feeds. Do I add the blog website to URL? You can, but here's the problem. And this is why trending traffic is so unique. Okay. Now really pay attention to this part. So you could go and you could find Adelaide. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Adelaide. And let's say it's AdelaidePlumbers.com /feed. The problem is when you only pull from RSS feeds, you end up just getting like a sentence if you're lucky. Sometimes you'll get good content, but it's not very often. The way that trending traffic pulls in content is we actually have to manage the ways that we actually scan those sites and actually pull that content in. So you're going to get much higher quality content with trending traffic as opposed to RSS feeds. Is there a way to see the content in BleuPage before it is posted? That's a good question. Let's see. I don't think that is an option, but let's see, post calendar, maybe actually. Let's see, post calendar, reporting, Q stats, auto posting, Facebook. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. You'll have to send me a message on that one about trying to see that. But inside of trending traffic, you're able to do that. So if I go to posts, you'll be able to see all of the upcoming posts and all of the posts that have already happened. Can you guys see that? So what I'm going to do, if you guys don't mind, if you have any other questions, just let me know before I jump in. I can't see it. I have asked and was told no. I'm sorry about that. So unfortunately, it looks like you're not going to be able to see the content that's posting, that's upcoming to be posted from BleuPage. But, you know, like I said, if you do use trending traffic, you'll be able to see all of that here. Mashup feeds, ? I'm not sure what you mean by mashup feeds, ? What is the link for trending traffic? So we'll go here into a second, Leon. So let me go ahead and jump back into the presentation if that's okay. So what I'm going to do is talk about, you know, who should this be used for? Definitely the beginner. If you're brand new, you don't know what to do when building a website, this is easy. It's just set and forget. Seasoned marketer, as you know, with Andrew, very, very easy. Andrew has been using this for 2 years now. Real time, or do you mean search daily, weekly, monthly? Is the data real time? Sorry, what do you mean by data that you're pulling in? Are you talking about inside of BleuPage or inside of trending traffic? Can you add your own URL link to the feed? Absolutely. Absolutely. You just go to your website /feed, and then you go over to BleuPage and add your feed. And that is what I'm kind of suggesting here is, let's say that you build out 100 websites, right? And you do /feed. You're going to add all of those feeds inside of inside of BleuPage. That way BleuPage will automate the rest. So that way you can literally walk away and trending traffic is going to be posting a ridiculous amount of content to your pages. And then BleuPage will pick that up and send it out to all your social media sites. And then as people start to read your content on social media, they'll start clicking through to your website. And so that's what we're going to talk about in a second. But before we actually go into the 4-step blueprint, which is what I've seen 3 questions on a more simplified approach. Is it cool if I show you guys what we're going to be offering trending traffic and Spinner Bros and everything today for? Just give me a 1 in the chat box if that's okay to show you guys before we jump into the final piece of the training. So I will go ahead and pull it over now. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering a pro and an agency package. Now, the pro package, you'll be able to do 5 websites. You're going to be able to pull from 15 viral websites. Now, you might be wondering about WordPress themes. You don't need to worry. We're going to give you 3 WordPress themes on pro. We're also going to let you spin 250 times a day, okay, for a lifetime price of $197, or agency, which is 20 times the amount of sites. Yes, that's correct. 20 times the amount of sites. Double the data sources. We actually have 35 data sources now. A new one is Viral Thread. If you've ever heard of that one, it's a big up and comer. Andrew actually suggested that one. So thank you, Andrew. You're also going to be able to do additional sources like Reddit, Google News, RSS feeds, article builder. You're going to get 3 times the amount of themes, which are based off the most viral websites like Viral Nova and a bunch of others. And then you're going to be able to do 5 times the amount of spinning. Now, what I want you guys to understand here is this is a one-time fee only, okay? So we're going to click over here, and I want you guys to understand one-time fee only, no recurring payments, lifetime access to Spinner Bros and trending traffic. There's not too many people, I think Andrew could contest to this, okay, is there's not too many people that will let you post an unlimited amount of times. We are not going to limit you at all. You can post to your heart is content. Okay, so unlimited content posting, no plugins to get started, and we are always going to be here to help you. So, we work 5 days a week. So you just, send us an email. And we're always going to be here to help you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this link in here. We'll go over. Now, do you guys remember that free Make Money Online guide I promised you? Who wants the free Make Money Online guide? You guys want that? Give me a 2 if you say, give me that Make Money Online guide, right? I see a lot of 2s coming in. All right, great. So let me go ahead and open this up. Do me a favor, go over to this link, and we're going to go ahead and grab that. Send to all, and I'll open it up. Just do no upsells, Larry. No upsells. One-time fee, lifetime access. Nothing hidden here. So live link in the chat. Can you post a live? Yes. So here's the link again. Now do me a favor. There's the link. We're going to scroll down to the bottom. Can you guys see this right here? Just let me know if you can see where my mouse is hovering. It says Make Money Online Guide. What you're going to do is you're going to click that, okay? And it's going to ask you to request access. And over the next 10 minutes until we finish, because I got a little bit more training for you guys on how to scale this out, I'm going to start approving you guys. All right. So just go over here, grab this free guide, okay, and start reading that. Okay. It's awesome. I'm going to click through and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. What if you already have Spinner Bros, Sam? Then just send us an email at hkseo.us. Here we go. Support. And what you'll do, Sam, is you'll just pay the difference. Okay. We're not going to make you pay twice for something you already have. Okay. So here's the Make Money Online guide that you guys are going to get access to. I just have to manually add all of you guys. So as you guys can see, I hope this is much worth your time. There's a lot of really, really good, solid info in here that we wrote ourselves. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to purchase this, okay? Because what the next piece of this is, I'm going to give you the 4-step blueprint to scale all of this out, okay? Any monthly fees, no monthly fees, one-time fee only, okay? Lifetime access, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and we're also going to give you 4 other bonuses as well. So if you want more bonuses, You want the 30-day money back guarantee. What if we don't want Spinner Bros, but we have another spinner? Then you can reach out to our support team. So hopefully you got our support here, hkseo.us. So there you go, Mark. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a minute or two. Can you guys let me know, out of everybody on the call, because the next piece, whether you use trending traffic or not, it's still relevant for scaling up your business. It's the 4-step blueprint. It's pretty awesome. But just let me know in the chat box and just say I'm in. So let me know if you guys are jumping on board with this. That way you can open up the software and we can kind of walk through how to actually scale all of this together. So I got a couple questions. What if I will buy after the webinar, but what about training, how to use it? Robert, you've reached out to me, and we also have our training section in here. So all of the training you'll ever need is right here. How to set up your website, how to, set it up with WordPress, easy. I mean, you just add your website here. Very simple. So I have trending traffic, but I'm trying to get it to work for e-commerce. So Arios, we can talk about it. Let's talk. So send me an email if you want. I will give you my email now. Here you go. Send all. Does the original blueprint ultimate become obsolete? No, not at all. That's what is so cool about this, Leonard, is BleuPage is the perfect fit to trending traffic. And that's why we're doing this, is because of the fact I want you to think about it like the yin and yang, right? They're different. They're not the same, okay? Where trending traffic is strong, BleuPage is weak. But where BleuPage is strong, trending traffic is weak. So while trending traffic is managing all your content in WordPress sites, what's going to happen is BleuPage is going to manage all of your auto posting to social media. That's why it's so special. So how long is this open? This is going to be open for 3 days. Typically, all of what you see in this package is for a monthly price, and you can only go and purchase them individually. So can webinar buyers, how to use trending traffic with BleuPage? Hey, if you guys want to do another webinar after this one, for all the people that jump on board with trending traffic and BleuPage, I'm happy to do another webinar where we just kind of get on a call and walk through how to set all this up. So if you guys want to do that, maybe in like a day or so, we can jump on another webinar. I'll send it out. You just send me some emails if you want to do that, and then yeah, we can just all do it together. So let me give you my email once again. So I know for anybody that feels like they might be getting spammed with my email, I just want to make sure you have it. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? So yeah, you just send me an email. If there's a good demand, then I'll create another webinar, and then we'll walk through it together, okay? Yes, new webinar for buyers is great. Dear Shane Brooks, I've purchased BleuPage Ultimate Agency a week ago. Can I get access to trending traffic with that purchase? Absolutely. That is why this is such a special offer, is because you can't find this anywhere else. This is like $700 cheaper than what it would typically be per year, because this is a monthly cost. Not this is a lifetime cost, but typically it's monthly. I'm still not clear how this is applicable for my business. When I'm a local business in Australia, I want to generate content, but it seems like more suitable for large scalable affiliate businesses. This is more scalable for affiliate businesses and not so much about local marketing. But do me a favor. I'm going to give you my email real quick. And I want you to reach out to me. If there's anybody that is doing local marketing, send me email and just send me local. This is a great idea, almost proper.lead.content. Not really. Can we have a payment so I can buy? Hey, Andrew, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Not really. It works fine for local. So this is what Andrew is saying. Guys, remember, Andrew's the ones that crushing it here. I'm actually just Andrew's apprentice, if I like to look at it. I'm learning from Andrew. So he says it works fine for local too, because it generates traffic that Google loves. He said, and will index your site faster. Okay, very good. So Andrew says, basically it's going to help boost up your site. So think about it like this. If you were to have, I'll open up something here. We're going to go ahead and jump into the final piece of this training. Just do me a favor. Go ahead, make your purchase if you haven't already, and then we're going to do the final piece of that, okay? So I just want you to think about it like this, okay? So I have my got my viral sites, okay? And all these sites here are pointing to my main site, okay? So it's kind of like a PBN if you don't know what that is. Can I have a payment plan for trending traffic? Leon, go ahead and send me a message and I'll try to work out something special for you. We typically don't offer that because it's a lot of work to manage that actually. So can I get access to the free ebook I have requested? As soon as this call ends, guys, I'm going to go through and I'm going to give access to everybody. There's almost 100 requests right now. So I will make sure that you guys get access to that, I promise, okay? Just attached my main site. How long do I have access for the freebie take? Oh, so you guys are going to get the free offer, right? So you guys are going to get the Make Money Online guide, whether you guys purchase trending traffic or not. That's why, I like to do this for you guys is, you guys get value out of this no matter what. There's good info, get a free guide. That's awesome, right? So Andrew says for local marketing, you would basically do, oh, that's interesting. So let me post what Andrew says to do. So let's see here. So Andrew says that, hopefully you guys can see this because I can type here. So he says mysite.com/things like blog. Now, can you guys see this? Give me a 1 if you can see this. And Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but what it sounds like you're saying is if I was to come over here, I could basically make a bunch of / extensions that would all send traffic. Let's see. Okay, great. Andrew says I have them. Andrew, if you want to post an example, that'd be great. But let's go ahead and I will go ahead and start the final piece. You guys ready for the 4-step blueprint? I'm going to go through this. Make sure you jump on the purchase now. That way you can actually open it up and follow along. Okay. All right, great. So everybody's got it. Excellent. Great. All right, cool. So we got our ebook. I'm sorry about the text size. It would just be like this. mysite.com/example. Okay. And then you would just do that over and over. Andrew says he'll stop. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. So this is the 4-step blueprint. Please do me a favor and write this down. This is very, very simple. Okay, so if you want the simplified approach, this is it. Okay, so number 1, you're going to write building. Okay, we're going to go through this step by step. Number 2, content. Number 3, community. And number 4, talking about monetizing. Okay, so I'm going to post both links that we talked about today. And I'll give you my email. There we go. Send to all. There we go. All right. So, but not ready to buy. Okay, great. So what we're going to do is for building, we're going to set up our domain. What I would suggest is just go buy a super cheap domain, like 70 cents or $1. Everybody agree? I mean, it's very easy to make a profit off of a single $1 domain. That's extremely easy. Okay, so we go buy a bunch of domains for $1, extremely cheap. Okay, then we're going to install WordPress. Now, there's tools that can actually speed this up, like WP Blazor, but that's optional. Okay, so once we install WordPress, then what we're going to do is we're going to build out the structure of our site. And remember, don't overthink this. If you don't want to actually build it yourself, just take one of the site examples that is in the webinar I showed, or like viralplexus.com, and just go take that to upwork.com, pay somebody like $3-4 an hour, and it'll take like $15 and they'll build the site for you. Okay, so don't get too stuck on building the perfect site. And so once you build your site, then what you're going to do is you're going to have a cloning frenzy. Okay. And so how that works is I'm going to build that site and the way that I like, and I'm just going to start cloning it over and over and over on top of all those domains. And that will only take about 5 minutes per domain. What's the link for the free ebook? So if you want the free ebook, you just go to the bit.ly/BleuPage. It's right here. Okay. And it's all the way at the bottom. Okay, Wendy? All right. So let's go ahead and keep going. So once we do that, then we're going to talk about our content. We're going to hook up trending traffic and Spinner Bros. And so here's a couple good examples. So if we go to Mashable.com, have you guys ever been to Mashable? Just give me a 1 if you've ever been to Mashable. I really like it. I actually follow them on Facebook. So if you look at the way that they structure their content, right? They got video entertainment, culture, tech, science, business, and social good. Why? Because that's what's going viral. That's what's getting them the most clicks, right? So I would say very easy, general news, business, health, technology, entertainment. And let's say I do the example of health, okay? When I do health, I could do, keywords like yoga or water or stretching or, strength or, endurance, any one of these keywords, and I can go select individual content for those topics. So let's go ahead and keep going. So pretty cool example here. So if you're still wondering, how does this all connect together? Take a screenshot of this if you need to, okay? So trending traffic is going to send all of your content to WordPress. Once it gets posted on the WordPress, that's where your best friend BleuPage comes in and will start distributing it to all of your social media accounts. Does that make sense? Everybody on the same page? Anybody have any questions right now? There's a lot of stuff coming in, so I'm going to try to maintain all of it. But I don't want anybody to feel like I skipped over them, okay? So as this is posting, it's going to just send all of that traffic back. So as you can see, we're going to build that community as we start getting traffic from sites like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Eventually, we'll start get traffic from Google, and our community will start to grow larger and larger. Now, what's going to happen, and this is the most important thing, okay? We're going to talk about how to make money with this. This is probably the most important part because that's why we want to do this, right? So make sure you pay attention, please. Take a screenshot if you need to, once again. Number one, contextual advertising. Do you guys know what contextual advertising is? It's like AdSense, ClickSure. There's a couple other examples out there. Media.net, that's another one. So AdSense will bring you okay profit. It's good starting out. It will definitely make your money back if you have a $1 domain. Number two is those affiliate offers. Just go back to that case study that I gave you guys for the copy and apply / link, and go take a look at how he's monetizing his sites, okay? And just copy that. So I'm gonna drop that in here real quick. Send to all, okay? So we're gonna use our affiliate offers. Other example is personal products. Maybe you have your own personal products like Shopify. So Mike Warren said, what if our e-com site is Shopify? So what you would do, Mike, is all of your WordPress sites would just send traffic to your Shopify site, just like we talked about. So, you can post your offers on the side, and then when they click on that offer, it would go to your Shopify site. Just like anything else. You can also have, call to action, little pop-ups if you want. There's free ones, free little plugins you can download. Is this going to work on Facebook with the new changes? Facebook does not appear to like external links and auto posting software. Well, that is why you purchased BleuPage. BleuPage is that middleman for all of your, auto posting. Now, here's the key: is if you're spamming it, okay, and you're posting 40 times a day to a page, probably not going to look very good. But here's the thing: that's what Facebook is for. Somebody said sorry for the caps. So that's what Facebook is for people to get digestible content, right? I don't see that going out of style. All right. And Andrew can contest to that. Andrew, have you seen any issues with posting links to Facebook? Just let me know if you're still here, Andrew. Andrew says, no, haven't had any issues. Okay. Couple other questions. My sites are not WordPress. Can they work with your system? So we would highly suggest that you do WordPress because WordPress is the largest website builder. And so for right now, that's the only one that we're going to try to focus on. Okay, Mario? Do I understand that you could also use a single domain with other subdomains? Absolutely, Alan. Great point. You can absolutely do that. That is what Andrew is doing. Andrew, I don't know if you have a couple examples of like one site and a bunch of subdomains on hand. I'm sorry to make you feel like you're working over here, but if you have some examples, that'd be awesome. So can you edit the videos from Mashable full of ads? So we don't have a video editor, if that's what I'm understanding. You can edit the content inside of trending traffic. Yes, you can do that. And you also have bulk posting. So if you want to make your own content and publish it through trending traffic, you can do that as well. Is it worth to buy Tabfu making like simple websites within Facebook? Honestly, David, I've never used Tabfu, so I can't answer that for you. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. So we got personal products, renting ad space. So let's say that we got a health website. We could rent to people trying to sell. A good example would be ClickBank products. So if they're trying to sell a ClickBank product, I can rent ad space on my website. Another one, as you guys saw, is email capture. once I get their email, then I can give them a little bit of, lead magnets, and eventually I can maybe turn them into a customer. Then we got Andrew's thing that has doubled his income, which is guest posting. And then finally is flipping sites. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this. When it comes to flipping websites, okay, you might say, oh, that sounds great. I would love to just flip a website. Okay. So what you do is, let's say you build 20 domains. Okay. Which really isn't that much, especially because it's $20, $1 a domain, right? So I build out those sites. I set up everything that we're talking about here. Once I set up, I step away for like a month or two. I come back. The traffic is increasing, right? Now, here's the thing. Is if I want to, just get out and I don't want to, try to scale up my websites and actually try to make money off of them, absolutely. Go to flippa.com and sell those things. Sell it for 10x, 100x what you purchased it for. If it's getting traffic, it's making money, and it's got a little bit of ranking, it's going to sell for valuable price. Does that make sense? But here's the thing, is why sell it if it's making you money, right? That's what Andrew says all the time. He's like, I hate Flippa. Why would I sell my sites if they're making me money, right? So does anybody have any questions about how to monetize? Because there is no guaranteed way on how to monetize. You just test different ways. Now, Andrew's posted a bunch of example links here. Let me try to grab some of these for you guys. So can you guys, oh, wait, sorry. Can you guys see this here? It doesn't look like it's showing on the screen. Okay, so let me figure out a better way to copy these links for you guys so you can see this example. So we'll talk about, oh wait, you guys can you see the chat box? I can't see it from my screen. I was trying to show you guys because Andrew is posting a couple examples of his sites. Oh, you can. Okay, great. All right, so if you can see the chat box, let me scroll up here. Ooh, this thing is so buggy. Hold on. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this. So he's got example domain .eu/news, fan club, celebrities, business news daily. So that's kind of like what he means by subdomains. So let's see here. I don't know if he said anything else. Andrew said, on a regular shared hosting, I don't know how it would work. So yeah, pretty cool. We can always test that out and figure out different things. So hopefully you guys were able to see that. Let's go and keep going. Now, once you figure out what works, whether your thing is flipping websites and making money for that, whether you flip a website and you say, hey, listen, you want me to keep posting content to that site and charging them a monthly fee? Hey, you can do that as well. Okay, just figure out what works for you, but you're almost guaranteed profit with this because you're getting in at such a simple price, right? Buying a website at a single dollar is very easy to make money after that point. Even if you were making $1 a month on AdSense with no traffic, you'd still make your money back. So that's what's pretty cool about this. Now, let's go ahead and keep going here. I do want to give you guys some bonuses. So for everybody that hopped on board, can you guys give me a 2 in the chat box if you have already hopped on board with this? Because this is what you're going to want to pay attention to, is the extra free stuff that you're going to get. And then I'm going to do Q&A, and we're going to stay here and kind of work with BleuPage and figure out some cool stuff to do. So just give me 2. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, I see a lot of 2s coming in. Excellent. All right, great. So glad to see so many people hopped on board with this. So let me go ahead, and what you're going to get is, number 1, you're going to get the bounce rate fixer plugin. Now, as we talked about, site quality metrics are one of the most important ranking signals that Google uses, and user bounce rate is probably the most important of those. Now, this plugin will control exactly how Google sees your bounce rate, allowing you to easily move up in the rankings. Now, typically we offer that for $17. You're going to get that for free today. Now the post spinner plugin. So basically you can install this plugin to any one of your sites, even if you didn't have trending traffic, and you can basically start to spin any piece of your content that's already there. So typically you offer that for a monthly cost. I'm going to give you guys that for free. Now, if you want to kind of get a little bit more in depth and understand viral marketing, to try to figure out how to really scale this to be even bigger, we're going to offer a free guide. Typically you offer this for $37. You guys are going to get that for free as well. Now, what you're going to have to do is check this out. By jumping on board with this offer today, we're basically offering you guys a complete business in a box alongside BleuPage. You're going to get trending traffic. You're going to get Spinner Bros. You're going to get viral WordPress themes, so you need to look for those. You're going to get the post rate spinner plugin. You're going to get a bounce rate fixer plugin. You're going to get viral marketing 101 training document. And even if you didn't get started with us, you got your free Make Money Online guide, which I will approve you for as soon as this webinar is over, okay? So how do you get all these bonuses? All you got to do is send us an email and say, hey, you know, I purchased, I'm a part of the Trending Traffic family, you know, do me a favor, send me my bonuses, okay? Don't forget that there's no use jumping on board if you're not going to take advantage of all the other free stuff, okay? So send all, okay? So send us an email. We are happy to do that. Now, do me a favor, let me know who has jumped on board with this, okay? Because I'm pretty excited. We're going to do some Q&A now. I see a lot of people saying I'm in. Okay, great. So it's time to act. Basically, I want you guys to realize this. You know, we've kind of gone over our entire method. You know, I've spent months trying to figure out what it was that Andrew was doing, but I want you guys to understand it is more traffic, more time, and more money while literally doing nothing. You know, the BleuPage team and myself have actually done something pretty cool. Can you guys, so somebody asking questions, can you see? Oh, so I see a couple questions coming in. I'll answer those in a second. So BleuPage has done something pretty special for you guys. They're going to offer another bonus. So one of the problems with BleuPage is the fact that they limit you on how many times you can post. So if you purchase on this, they're going to upgrade all of your accounts so that you can add up to 100 websites inside of BleuPage. You're going to be able to post, 10 times per site each day, which would be 1,000 times a day, and across what would that be, 1,000 social media sites. So you're going to be able to really push BleuPage to the absolute max. Now I see a couple questions here. I'm sorry I missed this. Let me see here. That wasn't my question. It was telling me that if anybody was to buy TabFoo, it was a way to flake website within Facebook. They like visitors staying on Facebook, watching the offers. Yeah, I haven't messed around with TabFoo, David. If you want, post a link to an example if you're using it right now, and I'd love to check it out. So does the bounce rate fixer plugin, how does it work? What does it do? So I'm not the tech guy. I just know I install it and my bounce rate goes down. So just install the plugin, your bounce rate will go down. You'll start to get more traffic because Google will actually see you with a lower bounce rate. So if you do want a more complex answer to that, you can send our support team an email and they'll be happy to explain that. Let's see here. We can see answers in the chat box, people's to post Andrew's examples. Larry was asking about the examples. So the examples were, just think of mysite.com / and then any other thing you can think of: business, celebrities, health, fitness, I don't know, yoga, whatever it may be. Those are those subdomains, okay? Until BleuPage support fixes my problem. Leonard, can you tell me what is the issue that you're having with BleuPage currently? I might have missed that. I have curation suite now. Well, I don't know how curation suite works. So Gerald, I don't know much about that. I know that, you know, we have over 6,000 users on Trending Traffic that are extremely happy with it and getting great results. So Ricardo said, how do we get BleuPage bonus extra posting? So all you got to do is send them an email with your support, with your purchase ticket. Okay, so when you purchase Trending Traffic, just send that purchase over to them and tell them to upgrade your account. Wiggins said basically it would add time. So Andrew is actually explaining the bounce rate fixer. So Andrew says basically it would add time to the time your visitors spend on your site. So that's how it improves the bounce rate. So for anybody that was asking that, I do own TabFoo, but I also already have BleuPage front end, content fetcher, total domination. I'm not sure what that is, and mobile access app. Let's see. I cannot restart the Pinterest account. I had to change the password to Pinterest, and now I get a problem. I'm sorry to hear that, Leonard. I'm sure they'll help you out with that. Can you tell us the data sources included in Trending Traffic? Of course. Let me go ahead and pop over there. Yeah, so basically you guys are getting a one-time fee for a platform that literally never stops growing. And the way that we pull in this content is not as simple as an RSS feed. We're actually having to go and scan these websites and pull that content in manually. And so it takes a lot of work. So you guys get the cool part. We get the brunt of the labor, basically. So somebody that wanted to see the traffic, the data sources. So we got BBC, Betches, Bloomsburg, Board Panda, CNN, Cheeseburger, ClickHole, Crack, Daily Dot, Daily Picks, and Flicks, Elite Daily, which is a good one, Fire, I don't know how to pronounce that, Fox News, Huffington Post, IFL Science, L Funny, or iFunny. I guess that's like Image Flip, Oh My Girl, I don't know what that says. Mashable, Perez Hilton, which actually has a lot of really good content. Quick Meme, TechCrunch, which is a great one for anybody wanting to do tech blogs. The Daily Best, The Guardian, Thought Category or Catalog, 22 Words. Let's keep going here. Twisted Sifter, Twitchy, Upworthy, Viral Nova, Viral Videos, Viral Thread, Wimp, and Wired. So let me move up. I got a bunch of questions. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let's see. Can you tell us about the data sources? Got that. How current is the content? Gerald, so the content is literally being pulled in every day. So when we launched this, we had about 100,000 articles in the database. And now we have, it was in the slides, it's like 604,000 articles, which is over 500,000 articles. And it's growing literally every day. So we're scanning those sites that I just showed you and then pulling the most popular based on Facebook shares, Facebook likes, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. So every single day you're getting more content. So it is very current. So what I can actually do is I can press this here. And today is the 31st, as you can see. And here is the most viral content for those days. Now, what I can actually do is I can say all of the content for just today. And then what we'll do is let 7 days search. So, and then do Facebook shares. And so we got 26,000 shares on Robinhood ads, zero free cryptocurrency. Interesting. Looks, I've already posted it. So that's great. So let me go ahead. So David says, sorry for the confusion. Which are TT health sites? I used to have a health site called Progress Nothing Less. I would post nothing but health articles. Which are the health sites? What is the difference between BleuPage Pro and BleuPage Ultimate? To be honest, Michael, for anybody understanding the difference between BleuPage Pro and BleuPage Ultimate, what I can see as a user is that they have simplified how they set up their queues. This was a pain in the butt before, okay? I'm serious. Like, this was not fun doing it this way, okay? So they've improved the way that you can set this up. They've added more places that you can post to, from my understanding. And then I don't think they had any of this. So broadcasters new, Megabox, one-click publisher, reporting, timelines, total automation. A lot of this stuff is new. E-comments booster, this is also new. Let me go ahead and keep scrolling here. 1 second. There's a lot of questions coming in. Let's see. Explain after the content post from BleuPage. How is it that the content getting traffic to our Facebook page? Do we need to buy Facebook traffic to viral posts? Explain just because we post content, we still need traffic to the content. Okay, so kind of repeat yourself a couple times. But Robert, so what's going to happen? Let's say you start up a brand new website. Okay, absolutely new. You just started. You set up all of the auto posting. Like you can see here, let me go back to our slides real quick. There is a slide. Let me exit out. All right, so for Robert that was asking, I set up the method that I'm showing you guys exactly here. I literally just hooked up the accounts and the traffic literally skyrocketed upwards. I mean, absolutely skyrocketed. And that's simply because, and probably about 90% of that traffic is coming from social, like I said in the beginning, and about 70% of that comes from Facebook. So you can start to do paid advertising, but if you set everything up, you let it kind of sit around for a month and let it start to calculate or start to collect traffic organically, then maybe you can start to look into paid methods once you're making money, right? I wouldn't tell you to go spend money before you're making money, right? Since I just purchased BleuPage, I bought trending traffic last year. Would BleuPage be willing to honor this offer? Hey, Eros, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Just send me an email and let me know what you don't have, okay? And I'll be able to hook you up, all right? Let's see. FYI, WP theme, that's Andrew's theme. Okay, boom. Justine, awesome. So anybody wondering what Andrew's theme that he was using? Okay, listen close. WP theme and WP fan zone. Justine, you are a legend. Thank you. Or maybe we can use health or fitness as a keyword on trending traffic as demo. Yeah. Let me show you that. The more broad you go, the better, right? Health is less broad than news, but if I'm trying to find something about articles about, let's say the supraspinatus, which is a muscle in your rotator cuff, I don't know how many articles we're going to have on that because I don't know if it's very viral. If you guys know what that is, then I'm impressed. So I typed in health, and in the last 7 days, here's a bunch of articles about health. Now, if you're trying to keep it more fitness related, what I would do is I would go for 1 year, click search, but what I would do is this. Give me a second as this is loading. Oops. All right, so I typed in yoga of the whole database, basically, of the last year. And so now this is a bunch of articles about yoga. Guy does yoga in handstand poles. So we got a video here. Let's see, yoga enthusiast does poses poolside. Another video that would be here. Let's see, 6 trips to help you avoid gaining weight. Let's see. I work at a spa. You can take drugs. Oh my goodness. Let's see. The adorable baby has the perfect morning routine. So some good articles there. Let's see here. So did the demo. What? Sorry, give me a second going through here. All right, so what is the limit posting with BleuPage? Does that apply to Ultimate Agency account? Yes, so if you guys purchase off this webinar, whether you have BleuPage, BleuPage Pro, or BleuPage Ultimate, that's something I hope you guys would understand that I really got on a call with them and I was like, guys, I'm not going to run this webinar to your audience if you can't support what I'm trying to show them. So if you purchase this, you better believe that they're going to be able to support what I'm teaching. Okay, so for sure, just take your purchase, send it to them, and tell them to upgrade your account. Okay, because that I would be very unhappy with them. That was like one of the big contingencies. So let's see here. Is anyone doing membership sites using this? So I actually have somebody that's doing a membership site. I could reach out to them. Megabox is a huge upgrade to be able to respond from one page to all accounts. Okay, very interesting. I didn't know what that was. So let's check that out. So Megabox. Ah, very cool. Okay, goodness. Look at you, David. That's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't David. Oh man, I'm giving the credit away. It was Gerald. My bad. David Meyer says the ultimate is only one that is reoccurring charges. Can your content be pulled into any WordPress site? So if I have a magazine theme site, I can, okay, great example I can show you for that. So give me 1 second. Hopefully I still remember. Oh man. I don't know if this is it. Darn, this is not it. There's somebody I know that's using a magazine theme. It's like a survival blog. Unfortunately, I forget what the URL is though. But yeah, this is something unrelated. Let's see. Let me go back to here. Let's see. But yes, magazine themes and more viral type themes are probably the best for you. Let's see. Can your content be pulled into any WordPress site? Yes. Do you have to spin every article manually? No. So if you set up auto posting, you can turn on Spinner Bros. So if I go to auto posting, add new, down here, I can turn on the spinner. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. And if you have another spinner like Spin Rewriter, you can add that here as well. Let's see. Can you rebrand the fetched viral content with your logo or overlays before posting to social media? Great question, Alan. So there's something that Andrew is doing with that. Andrew, if you want to comment how you're using authority overlay and trending traffic in the most simple way you could, that'd be awesome. Let's see. And master glog now, this too. Oh, okay, that was Andrew. So master glog. It's master and then GLOG. That must be another theme. What were these theme names again? So it was WP Themes, WP Fan Zone, I believe. And then the other one is Master GLOG. Okay, hopefully you wrote that out. Can you try dentist or teeth whining? I think you mean whitening, for example. So yeah, we can type in dentist. Now remember, dentist is much more niche, right? It's much more narrow of an industry. So if you were going to do, like, let's say that you had much more of an authority blog for a dentist, what you can do is you could build all your viral sites to just point traffic to that dentist site. Does that make sense? So you get a massive SEO boost. So that's what I would suggest. I wouldn't suggest taking a local dentist and then, you know, curating content onto that, you know, because that's their livelihood, right? I mean, they put a lot of time and effort into their business. To curate content probably doesn't really make sense, but to have a bunch of viral sites pointing traffic and sending traffic to boost the SEO of that site, I could definitely see that working. I mean, find content, try dentist. Okay, yeah, I got it. Let me see. So I'm losing my voice a little bit. So dentist. There we go. All righty. So let's see. I don't know how many viral articles there are about dentists. And I think that's going to be the issue here, is how many viral articles there are about dentists. I don't really see too many. But if I dug through here and I looked up like teeth. There we go. Let's see. I thought that said Ryan Phillips. That's funny. I don't know if you guys know Ryan Phillips. Good guy, though. Let's see. It doesn't look... Ice Age teeth found. That's pretty interesting. Goodness, that's disgusting. All right. Richard says, thanks. I purchased BleuPage Ultimate, so do I have to purchase this? Do you have to purchase this? You don't have to purchase this, Ella. This is just something that's going to be available for 3 days. I hope you really got a lot of value out of the training. I actually purchased Pro and Ultimate. Beautiful. Just manually, Andrew said. Master Blog is the second theme, Andrew said. So Master Blog is another one. If we don't spin and just, oops, sorry, I got another comment in here. If we don't spin and just auto post, will it add the appropriate attributes to the post to keep us legal? Absolutely. So if I go over here, so I hope you guys understand this. This took us a year to build, $60,000 to build this thing. We put a lot of work into this, so we covered a lot of bases. So let me go ahead and I will go to auto post jobs, add new. And so here it is right here. Where is it? Source link. So that's what you're looking for. That's the attributions. Let's see. So Mark, that's what you're asking. Let's see. Diane, will I get the same result without manually spinning each article? Will I get the same result? If you mean the same result as traffic, Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're posting valuable content that people want to click on and read, right? So I'll give you an example. Let me go to Twitter real quick. All right, so I'm on Twitter. Let me go to, look, I got 7 updates here. Great. Go to my profile. Ben Cole in shock. Interesting. That was new. Let's see. So here's an article. Boom. Awesome. Great. Exactly what I'm looking for. So basically, people would click on this types of content. People engage with this. Ew, that's gross. Mummy. All right. So I have health coaching business. So I would build viral sites to make offers on viral sites that link back to my coaching site. Is that how to use this concept? Absolutely. Yes. Is it really that important to optimize for SEO, as it will really be relying on social media platforms for traffic? Alan, great question. So if you've ever heard of the Yoast plugin, I would download that. It's very easy to kind of optimize your site a little bit, especially if you're not really a SEO guy. What I would do is I would try to optimize my site the best I could to eventually get traffic from Google. Like I said, the first 3 months, 90% of your traffic is going to come from social media. But why stop traffic coming from Google, right? I mean, I would optimize it anyway. And just remember, if you spent really hard, if you worked really hard to make one website that was perfect, then just clone that site, which takes 5 minutes. So let's see here. James said, I'm missing the part of setting up sites to the point of the main URL. How does that work? I missed the part on setting up sites to point to the main URL. How does that work? James, I'm going to answer your question. Just let me know if I answered it incorrectly, okay? So if I think what you're asking is asking about the feed, correct? Let me know if I'm wrong. If you're asking about the feed, let me know. But if you want to grab the feed, all you do is go to a website, more of trending traffic websites, since we pull in really good content. And then you go to feed, and you'll see gibberish like this. And so this is what you would take over to BleuPage, okay? Because now BleuPage will pick up anything that is posted to this website. Let's see here. Awesome stuff, Shane. I will be getting it soon as I hear back from your support about my questions. Thank you, Mark. Use a plugin like all-in-one SEO. It's even better. Thank you, Andrew. So if anybody's looking for one better than Yoast, awesome dropping knowledge here, Andrew. So all-in-one SEO. Let's check this out. So I believe this is what he's talking about here. So I'll have to check that out myself. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Ricardo says, yes, I also asked if you add schema to your websites. I do. Project Supremacy is far better than Yoast. Dude, the guys behind Project Supremacy are awesome. Ricardo, 100% with you on that. But for anybody that doesn't have the money to go and do Project Supremacy, because I think that's recurring, is it not? Then doing something free like this might be a good option. Let's see. Can you set up auto posting for 1 year from trending traffic? How far out can we post content? And how do we get that trending TT content to post for 1 year to BleuPage on auto post? So Robert, you're making it way more complicated than it needs to be. Look at this. I'm gonna show you, Robert. So add new auto post. I choose what keywords I want to be associated. So remember, we want to try to think about what types of content do we see all the time on Facebook. That is the mindset we need to be in when we think about this type of content. So I'll do, let's say I'm going to start a political blog, maybe a conservative blog, because I want to try to sell Donald Trump t-shirts or something. Hey, no political opinions here, but just as an example. I could do something like this because I know there's a ton of articles going viral about this. And then I don't even need any negative keywords. I don't even care what comes in here. And then I would choose the site that I wanted to go to. It would be like conservativenews.com or .whatever. And then I would choose what category I'll choose like, just the basic blog. How many times a day? How old do I want the post to be? I'll say the most current, like the last 3 days. All of this stuff. Now, once I set this up, Robert, it's going to post until you tell it not to post. So you don't need to determine how long you want it to post for. So I wanted to show you this because, you don't have to like set it up for 1 year. You just set and forget, literally. You just set it up, you walk away, and maybe you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I forgot to turn off my auto post. And you run to your computer and turn it off real quick. Maybe you do that. I have no idea. But Larry, I think he's asking about blogs pointing to the money site. Andrew says, BleuPage is working with FeedBurner. Very cool. Or no, I'm sorry. That was a question. I'm not sure if BleuPage is working with FeedBurner. Do the sub-sites have article links that point to the articles on the main site? I believe that is what he was asking. I'm sorry, James. So you're going to, I think if I can answer this correctly, you're going to have the attribution link that came from the original source. But if you wanted to add any other link, maybe you want to add a Amazon offer, I don't know. You want to add that in here, I can open this up and then I can edit this content however, what the heck? I can add that content however I like, okay? Let's see. I think the feed question is related. Oops, got a lot of questions coming in. Hold on. GoToWebinar does not make it easy to scroll through the questions box, so I do apologize. Let's see here. Make this a little bit larger. And let's scroll down a little bit. All right, so Alan says, top job, Shane. I do appreciate that. David says, I think the feed question is related to the oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure about that answer, David. You'll have to send me an email about that one. No, project supremacy is a little expensive, but one-time fee. Hey, Ricardo, how much is project supremacy, if you don't mind me asking? Are the videos trending traffic pools Creative Commons? If not, can they be used freely anyway? Well, because we're just curating content, right? We're giving credit to the source. I would highly suggest that you always give credit to the source, right? I'm not a lawyer, so that's why I say that give credit to the source. But it's not created. I don't believe it's Creative Commons. It's being curated into that content. How effective is this with sites that have very low viral posting? Example, PGX tests. I'm not sure. That would definitely be probably a question for Andrew. Andrew, how effective would this be for PGX tests? When will the replay be available? As soon as this webinar is finished rendering. You should be a rapper. # beast on the webinar. Hey, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I always try to be here and deliver as much value as possible. Great webinar. Thank you for your transparency and willingness to share other resources. Hat tip. Thank you so much, Gerald. It's really been a pleasure having you here. Thank you. Can get Project Supremacy for $37 a month for number of sites. Oh, darn. That is a little expensive. Okay. So, I mean, but hey, you know what? If you're doing what you're doing, I bet it's worth it, right? I don't understand the question. Sorry. Andrew, I was asking, somebody was asking, how effective is this with sites that have very low viral posting? Example, PGX tests. I'm not sure what that means. That's why I asked you. If anybody knows it, it would definitely be Andrew. So you'll have to let me know what you think, Andrew. But I'll even, oh, by the way, you know what? To make this even more personal, boom. Let's see. Got it back on. Got the camera back on. That's how you know this is live. Still going. All right. So is there any other questions that you guys have? It is now 7 p.m. CST. So if you need anything else, I'm going to be here. I'm going to stay till the last person here. So, if you guys are all good, you've really enjoyed today's webinar, that's like what I love to hear. That's why I spend all the time. So Andrew said, really? Probably not. I'm getting a little hungry, so I do need to go soon. But, if you guys have any other questions, just let me know now so I can go ahead and plow through this. If you have questions about the offer, questions about BleuPage, questions about what would it be, trending traffic, bonuses, how you receive the bonuses, any one of those things, I'm happy to help. I'm here for you guys. So Larry says, thanks, Shane. Terry says, good webinar. Thank you so much, guys. Anxious to get started. Awesome. So great content, great value. I will buy after I eat. Awesome. I'm a little hungry myself. I was looking for this auto content poster, trending traffic. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Great to hear. Mario says, one second. Sorry. A lot of questions coming in at once. It's hard to keep up with it. Let me see. All right. I have 2 sites I'm struggling to get traffic. ourlivelihood.org and www.pgt. Oh, so now it makes sense. pgtestsolutions.com. Have BleuPage Ultimate. I struggle with understanding how trending traffic can help since the pages are not in WordPress. Is converting to WordPress the only way to connect the trending traffic? So this is what I would suggest, Mario. Sorry, me leaning back in a little more casual here. So let's say that those are your 2 main sites and they're not even on WordPress, right? What I would do is I would just go buy a bunch of like dollar domains, maybe even keywords focused in your niche. And then I would set up, the whole method that we just talked about, and then put call to actions, put your link for your sites, even though they're not WordPress. All of those viral sites that are generating traffic are all going to point to your main site. So hopefully that helps, Mario. That's how I would suggest it. Andrew says, I still don't understand, but the idea is that using trended traffic, you can boost basically any site you want. Andrew, awesome. Always coming in as a winner. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. What about an affiliate link? The affiliate link, are you talking about the link to this offer? Maybe I can post that. Let's go ahead, send to all. There you go. Somebody says, thanks, Shane. Really nice information. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I really do try my best to put the best interest in mind for you guys. So, I don't want this just to be a sales webinar. I want to really deliver value. That is my ultimate goal. So Andrew says, no, build a blog attach your main site or 3. Okay. Somebody says they'll have to stretch their finances a bit. Robert says, what is the best content source for funny viral content? All right, great. So can you guys still see my screen, or do you only see me? Just give me a 1 for only seeing me, a 2 if you can see the screen as well. I just wanted to turn this on. I felt like it was more personal, All right, so a 2. Okay, great. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way. All right, so let's go ahead and see here. So funny viral content. The way that I found that's a little bit easier to actually look at what is a little bit more funny is going to auto post jobs. And then in here, you'll see news, article, image, general, and video. And then in this general section, this tends to be a little bit more funny. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, but this seems to have a little bit more funny stuff. Well, actually, look, iFunny. Yeah, so I would say that if you were trying to find more funny content, it would definitely be right here. Definitely uncheck news sources. Those are the least funny. That's more like crying. Oh, we're doomed. So let's see. Andrew says, I've missed a couple messages here. So for the guy with the PBX, just do something. Okay, I'm sorry. Just do / something and / something, and it will boost your main site. So do subdomains, basically, is what Andrew is saying. Correct for the funny part, Andrew said. Awesome. Which RSS feed do we scrap to post through BleuPage? So you would do your own website, preferably, right? So if you set up a website called, your name is Sage, sageisawesome.com / feed. And then you take that feed and you'd add that into BleuPage. Han says, thanks, Shane. Great webinar. Love to jump in and buy it right away, but unfortunately can't at this moment. When will the offer be available? Listen, we are going to end the offer after 3 days. If you're really struggling right now, you can try to reach out to me via email down the road when this is a little more financially feasible for you. Let me go ahead and I'll send you my email too. There we go. Send to all. All right, so let's see. We got 2 more questions. Can we suggest the categories in trending traffic? Can you add political as a category? Perfect. Ricardo, you are on it right now. Let me show you an example. You got the concept here. So what I'm going to do is I'll go over to Viral Plexus, and I've added basic categories like we talked about before, just like if you go to Mashable, right? So business, technology, health, celebrity gossip. That's my favorite. It's the gossip. And then what I will do is go over to trending traffic. I will choose the site. So for this example, I'll choose Viral Plexus, and then I'll choose my categories. So business, celebrity, health, new software, technology. So hopefully that answers your question. Did not say what source is best for funny viral content like BuzzFeed or what site. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant how do you find funny content. I guess I would look into these websites a little more if I was trying to find more funny content. So I would look at like iFunny, for example. So we'll go check that out real quick. This one looks pretty funny. I don't know. I think I feel the giggles coming on. I don't know. So this one looks cool, pretty cool. So this might have some cool stuff. Let's see here. Andrew, any suggestions about more funny sites? I'd have to look into some more of these. But yeah, just look at these sites and you'll be able to find funny content. Let's see, other questions. Any advice for posting to get members of a group you're a member of on Facebook to your sites? Ooh, great question. Just Andrew said, just add funny as a keyword. Yeah, Andrew, bro, you're just dropping in knowledge, man. This is why I need you here more often. All right, so Alan says, any advice to get members of groups to go to your website? So, man, it's hard. I've tried to set up auto posting to Facebook groups, and Facebook really does not like that at all. Why? Because spammers do it. Spammers ruin everything. That's why backlinks don't work like they used to. You used to build like 200 backlinks at something. It'd start to rank overnight, right? But now it just doesn't work like that. It's much harder. You got to like really find authoritative links. Let's see. Are we scraping from multiple RSS feeds from our viral sites to post with BleuPage or just the money site? So trending traffic does not pull from RSS feeds. So trending traffic, I'm not the tech guy, but I know that we have like a custom way that we actually pull that content. It actually breaks sometimes and we have to go and repair it. So it's a lot of maintenance to maintain how we pull that content in. But the second part of the question was, once you post that, so what you would do is you'd post that content to your site. That site would, all that content on your site would be picked up by BleuPage. That would go out to social media. And then what would happen is you could put your money site, you guys can still see my screen. So we'll go like check out this one here. All right, so here's a site example. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. So this is like an example of how you would send traffic to your money site. Is you build 100 sites and you could have like a call to action come up. Hey, you know, this is, you know, what's your name? Where is it? Sorry. It was Sage. I'm sorry. So Sage. So Sage, once again, sageisawesome.com. So all of your sites would have like a call to action that says, hey, check out sageisawesome.com because listen, that's where all the best stuff is. And so then you could go check that out. Andrew says, I don't understand why all the overthinking. Andrew, I'm sorry, man. Maybe not everybody just gets it like you, man. you know, I had to reach out to you for like 2 months to try to understand what you're doing and simplify it for everybody else. So, and thank you for putting up with all of my harassment to try to figure out what it was that you're doing. You've helped a lot of people, so that's awesome. So, all right, guys. Well, it is now 2 hours, actually 2 hours and 3 minutes. I set a timer that we've been on the call. Does anybody have any like really important questions? Because if not, I'm gonna go get some dinner. Alan said, I'm sorry, we got 2 questions. So Arrow says, would you lose SEO love if all of your sites are posting the same viral content? Andrew, that's probably a question for you because that's more of like a case study. Have you noticed an issue with that? I haven't noticed any issues with that. Andrew says no. Alan says very helpful information, must run. Do you have a Facebook group or a blog that I can subscribe to? So I have built something called marketwithshane.com. Slowly but surely, like I said, I hate writing. Truly, I do really hate writing. I've put together a blog here. If you guys go over here, I tried to put together the most information I could, like who am I, motivation for an online business, step-by-step guide to WordPress, how to drive traffic, unique content marketing methods, social media automation, what does Google want, how to rank faster, getting consistent conversions, yada, yada, yada. So you can go check out content there, or you can look up Humankind Inc. Facebook group. So I can go over there and type in Facebook. A bunch of people saying that they appreciate this. That's awesome. Thank you guys. I go ahead and log in real quick. I would highly suggest the best way for you to get ideas is to either ask other members inside of the Facebook group or send me an email personally. I try to stay off of social media as much as I can. I just can't be productive with it. So this is the group. So you just look up that group, request access, boom, bada bing. You're in there. I'll accept you, okay? Let's see. Oh, man, somebody asked for the link. Let me add that for you. Let's see here. There is the link. Send to all. Boom. What do you like? I'm not sure what you like. Sorry, not sure what you mean by that. What is the best way to get JVZoo products in the right sidebar? Is that a widget? What is the best way? So JVZoo actually offers a widget on their site, which you can actually add onto your site. I think that's correct, right, Andrew? It's like a widget that you can add. Sorry, correction. It's a plugin. Okay, so you can add the plugin to your site, and that's how you can list it on the site. You don't like writing. What do you like doing? Oh, well, I love people. That's honestly my passion. So I actually run a fitness studio as well. So between doing the internet marketing stuff and running a gym where I'm helping 80-year-olds try to not be in pain and have a better quality life, that's the thing that really motivates me. So that's kind of what I do for fun. Well, thank you guys so much. I am going to go now. Sorry, I do have to go. I'm super hungry, very hungry. So I'm gonna head out. If you guys have any questions at all, send me an email. I bet I have like a gajillion emails right now. Somebody said free ebook. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm still here cutting in. I just want to thank you so much for all the amazing content that you've provided these members. It's just fantastic to see this yin and the yang, just like you say it, and that's exactly what it is for BleuPage. So thank you so much again.
Hey, everybody, give a special thanks to her because I thought she went to bed. Honestly, I cannot believe you.
Down on the couch. I got back.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. Seriously, that was really awesome of you, Kim. I really do appreciate that. And everybody else, seriously, guys, have a wonderful evening. You need anything else? Somebody said the free ebook. You just go to this link, and it's going to be at the bottom of the page. Here you go. Send to all. You should, too, because one of her emails landed me here. Awesome. Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew.
That's great. Andrew rocks. That guy's my best friend. Hey, we're hanging out when I get to Europe, man.
It's been fun seeing Andrew here, too, and being able to, get the man himself to give extra feedback. So, Andrew, thank you. We appreciate that as well.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks, Andrew. This guy's always helping out. He needs like the best guy award. I'm gonna make that award for him. So the content was great, value, great job. Thank you guys so much. Well, listen, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I am signing out now, and if you need anything, I will respond. First thing I'm doing, I'm gonna accept everybody's ebook requests. All right, so don't think I forgot. All right, so I'm gonna sign out now. Jump on the offer. 3 days left, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, see you guys, and thank you so much, Kim.
Thanks, Shane. Take care. All right, for those of you who want